Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on Dropship Basics, the latest in WindowBook's educational webinar series. My name is Monica Lundquist, and I'm the Postal Affairs and Technical Support Manager here at WindowBook. Assisting me today, Mary Bush, Manager of Client Resources. The agenda for today's webinar is to explain the basics of dropshipping, such as the official definition. Also, to explain why dropshipping is used and the potential benefits. We will also cover the steps to facilitate dropshipping. Then we will be turning over the presentation to Mary Bush, WindowBook's Manager of Client Resources, who will be giving us a live demo of DatMail Toolbox, which includes many dropshipping functions. And lastly, we'll open up the floor to questions from the audience. Keep in mind that this webinar covers the basics of dropshipping. We will be covering more advanced dropshipping topics in our Dropship Advanced webinar, which is scheduled for Tuesday, February 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern. With that, let's go ahead and get started. The most basic definition of dropshipping originates in the retail world, where it describes the process of shipping parts or merchandise to a customer or the retail store from a distribution center. This process is done to reduce inventory and transportation costs. In the mailing world, dropshipping is very similar. However, in the mailing industry, it is used to transport the mail closer to the ultimate recipient of the mail. As you can see by this flow chart, mail that's entered at the printing plant, letter shop, or mail house, and this is represented by the red arrows, goes through many steps. From the mail preparer, it's transported to the origin entry post office, where it is then sent to an origin transportation hub, such as a network distribution center, or NDC. These are formerly known as bulk mail centers, or BMCs. There it undergoes further processing and then is transported to a destination transfer hub, or processing facility, such as a sectional center facility, SCF, or an area distribution center, or ADC. After further sorting, at that point, the mail is then transported to the delivery post office, or DDU, where it goes through a final sort and is then sent out with the mail carriers for final delivery to the mailbox. Dropshipping, which is represented by the green arrows, bypasses a number of these steps by means of the mailer transporting the mail from the origin facility directly to the destination NDC, SCF, ADC, or even the final DDU. Bypassing these steps saves money for the Postal Service, which they share with mailers in the form of dropship and zone skipping discounts. Mailers may transport the mail themselves or contract with third-party consolidators or logistics providers to transport the mail. To facilitate the process of dropshipping, the Postal Service offers a program called Plant Verified Drop Shipment, or PVDF. This program allows for the mail to be verified and paid for at the origin post office, rather than at each individual entry post office. The mail is then transported at the mailer's expense to the destination postal facilities, where it is accepted as mail that has already been verified and paid for. There are specific rules and regulations for the preparation of mail that is dropshipped, including preparation of a clearance document called a Form 8125. This form, which is completed by the mailer and then signed and dated by the postal clerk once the mail has been verified and paid for, travels along with the drop-shipped mail. At the destination post office, the 8125 provides proof that the mail has already been verified and paid for. PVDF is available for standard mail, parcel select, bound printed matter, and periodicals mail. The Postal Service offers significant discounts in exchange for delivering letter or flat mail direct to the destination postal distribution facilities. We talked about these earlier, the network distribution centers, or NDCs, area distribution centers, or ADCs, and sectional center facilities, or SCFs. The Postal Service calls this work sharing, which means in exchange for reducing the Postal Service's freight costs and processing time, postal customers can achieve postage discounts up to 4.3 cents apiece, or about 28%. The Postal Service has 29 NDCs and over 400 sectional center facilities across the U.S. NDCs and SCFs are the hubs for processing regional mail. And I'll give you an example